What's up YouTube, and welcome to a new YouTube video. Today is Saturday, it's the 21st of October, and I'm going to film a full day of eating today. As you know, I'm bulking and I don't remember when the last time I filmed a full day of eating was. So I'm just going to show you today what I eat to gain weight. I don't remember if it's the same diet as, or the same calories at least, as the last full day of eating. But from today on, I just had a call with my coach. My calories have also been increased. I have to eat more because I didn't gain the weight that I was supposed to be gaining over this past week. The goal was to have a weekly increase of 500 grams, so 1 pound a week in body weight, average body weight. And that wasn't the case. I only gained like 100 grams, I think, and that's not enough. And action is needed because I only have like 2.5 months to gain as much muscle as possible before I start prep. So every week counts. I can't just wait another week and see what my weight does. No, I have to take action. I have to up my calories and push a little bit harder for some more body weight gain. So that's the plan. So calories have been increased from 5,200 calories to 5,500 calories approximately. So I'm just going to show you what that looks like, and I'm going to show you how I get all my calories in, and hopefully throughout the day I'm going to be able to give you some tips and tricks to get your food in better and gain more muscle. So stay tuned and enjoy the video. So it's 8:30 a.m. right now and I already had my first meal. And I'm just going to tell you what it was. So when I get up, I just take my shower. I did my check-in today, so I took some photos, measured my blood pressure, blood glucose and everything like that. And then after I did that and after I showered, I have my first little snack with my coffee while I read a little bit of an ebook. And it were 2 Snelliellas for the people who know, and 1 coffee, 1 decaffeinated coffee while I was reading. And then during the checkup with my coach, I had my first meal or my first shake of the day. And that's already a tip I can give you guys that struggle getting food in and getting calories in, especially because some guys have a hard time eating in the morning and don't have a big appetite in the morning. And that's also why I make a shake instead of just making a meal. And it also is more convenient, it's faster. Sometimes when I have to leave early for work, I can just drink it in the car. And it's way easier than preparing a meal and having to sit like 15 to 20 minutes to eat that meal. Now we can just work a little bit or drive while I have my shake. And it's a self-made shake, and it consists of 100 grams of oatmeal, 25 grams of whey protein, then 1 banana, a little bit of salt, a little bit of cinnamon, and today also 20 grams of peanut butter. After that shake I have all my vitamins and all my supplements and that kind of stuff. So that basically is meal number 1. So the shake with decaffeinated coffee and my Snelliellas and my supplements, and of course first thing I do when I wake up is drink like half a liter of water to get digestion going, and that also helps to get your calories in better, because when you drink, your body starts working, and then my body is working and I can digest and uptake my food better. So yeah, that's meal number 1. Now I'm going to do some work. I'm going to wait like 2 to 3 hours before I have my next meal. And when I'm making my next meal, I will show you what it consists of. So stay tuned. Right, it's almost 10 o'clock right now. Time for meal number 2. I just did some client work. I just fixed some training plans, some meal plans, and checked everybody's progress. So, and I also sent the check-in forms for next week so they can fill it in over the weekend, and I can give them feedback so they know what to do next week. But right now it's time for meal number 2, and I'm just going to show you how I make meal number 2 and show you what it consists of. So let's go. Oh, but before I start making this meal, let me give you another tip for the guys that have a hard time gaining weight and getting their calories in. Start as early as possible with your meals and your calories, because I know I have some days in a week where I get up at 5 a.m. and have my first meal at 5:30 or 6 a.m. because I have to give personal training at 7 a.m. And on those days, my meals are finished around 8, 9 o'clock in the evening. That's perfect for me, because then my food can digest a little bit before I go to sleep around 10 o'clock. And that's perfect for me. But if I start too late, then all my meals get further ahead of the day. And then around 9 o'clock, I still have 2 meals to go, and it's not that great for digestion and for sleep quality. So make sure you get your calories in as early as possible. And if you get them in as early as possible, it also gives you more time to separate your meals. So instead of 2 hours between meals, you can leave 3 hours or maybe 4 hours in between meals, which gives you more time to let the food digest, which makes it easier to get the next meal in. So start early with your meals. Don't skip fucking breakfast, because it isn't, like people say, the most important meal of the day. But if you skip breakfast and you start eating at like 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or noon or whatever, you have like 5 or 6 hours, maybe less time to get all your calories in. So make sure you start early. And now I'm going to show you my meal. All right, next meal, sweet potato. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sweet potatoes right here. That amounts to 570 grams of sweet potato. In my plan, let me adjust the lighting. In my plan, I have 550 grams of sweet potato. But when I'm bulking, I don't mind when there's a little bit more sweet potato than is on the plan. When I'm prepping, my OCD mind can't handle it, and I have to weigh everything to the gram. But as you can see, I have 5 sweet potatoes right here. What I could be doing, what I would do in prep, is just cut a little slice of 1 sweet potato and make sure it's 550 grams. But when I'm bulking, I don't mind. And if there's a couple meals where I have a couple more grams of sweet potato or rice or pasta or whatever, I know that's no big deal. I know I can handle a lot of food, and I don't just guesstimate how many sweet potatoes I need to eat. I weigh them, I see, okay, I need 550 grams of sweet potato. I have 570 right now. It's not going to make a big fucking difference. So, sweet potato, first part of the meal. And what I will do, I'll show you. So the sweet potato is the first part of meal number 2. Second part is very easy. Just take a bowl, and I have 30 grams of cashews. And with this, I try to weigh it to the gram, because this is a fat source, and nuts are healthy, but like I said, it's a fat source, and fat sources contain a lot more calories per gram than carbs and protein. So if you say, oh, all right, I have to have 30 grams of cashews, just have 35 or 40, doesn't matter, but those grams add up really, really fast. And that's a big mistake people make. They think, oh, I just eat a handful of nuts. But yeah, my hand is a little bit bigger than your hand. Grab some nuts and make sure my hand can just close, or I can just grab a small hand, and that makes a big difference. So that's why it's very important to weigh your food and to make sure you track everything, so you know what you're eating and know what amount of calories you're eating. Because a lot of guys come to me and they say, yeah, I just don't grow, I just don't gain weight, I eat so much but I don't gain weight. Then I ask them how many calories they eat, and they have no fucking clue. So make sure you know what you're eating and When you know what you're eating, you can adjust calories according to how you gain weight. If you don't gain weight, you just need to add more food and eat more. Very, very simple. You need to be in a calorie surplus to gain weight. You can also gain muscle for the nerds in the comments. You can also gain muscle when you're in a caloric deficit even, or when you're at maintenance, but it surely isn't optimal. So make sure you're in a caloric surplus. That means eating more calories than you burn. So, second part, while I'm making this meal, 30 grams of cashew nuts. Love it. Of course, when you're bulking, you also need protein, because protein is the building block for muscle. And when guys ask me how much protein should you eat, 2 grams per kilogram of body weight is enough to gain muscle. You can eat more if you want to, it's not necessary, but I wouldn't recommend less. So I weigh around 100 kilograms, 104 point something this morning. So I should eat 200 grams of protein. But I'm eating like 220 right now, so plenty of protein. So, protein source of this meal, I'm going to make my meal right now. Just put on my pan, use some spray, and spray it in there. And then first part of the protein meal is some red meat. 7 little slices of red meat, so around 50 grams. And I just bake that in the pan. And then it's time to add some eggs. I have 2 whole eggs. 1 and 2. And I have 3 egg whites. So I just crack my egg in here and separate the egg yolk from the egg white like this and throw it away. That's 1. That's 2. My fucking god. I hate it when the egg yolk breaks. 2. And number 3. There we go. And then I put a lid on top of it to make the egg get a little bit thicker. Put the heat a little bit lower on 7 and just let it do its thing. When I cook my sweet potatoes is I take some paper, I make it wet a little bit, and then I put it on top of the sweet potato and put the sweet potatoes in the microwave. But right as I'm filming this video, I'm out of paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. The only thing I have left is some toilet paper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some toilet paper like this, fold it a little bit like that, and then I'm going to make it a little bit wet like this. And then I put it on top of the sweet potato, like this. I'm going to need some more paper, like this. some more. All right, spread it out and put it on top of it. Tuck it in underneath the sweet potato. And then it looks like this. So, I'm going to put that in the microwave. And this paper makes sure that the sweet potato is going to cook better because it's wet a little bit. And it also makes sure that when my sweet potato is bursting and exploding in my microwave, the microwave isn't going to get dirty with all the sweet potato. And I know you can also put some plate thing on top of it, but I don't have it right here. So, in the microwave for like 20 minutes on medium heat and just let it cook. This is the finished product. So, to recap, 550 grams of sweet potato, 2 whole eggs, 3 egg whites, and 50 grams of red meat. I added some salt and some pepper on top of it. And then I had the 30 grams of cashew nuts. So this is meal number 2. I'm going to sit back, relax, and watch some YouTube video and eat this meal. Just got back home from shopping. Food shopping. Before I did the food shopping, I stopped at my parents' place because it's literally across the street from the shop, from the Albert Heijn. So I ate my meal there, meal number 3, and I'll show you the meal right here. It was 180 grams of rice, uncooked weight, 100 grams of chicken, cooked weight, and then 200 grams of vegetables, just some broccoli, cauliflower, and carrot. 200 grams of that, uncooked weight, topped off with some turmeric and 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And that's it for meal number 3. It's 3:30 right now, and it's almost time for meal number 4. But before I go and cook or make meal number 4, I'll show you what I got. 2 bags worth of food. And I get this question a lot, so I figured I would answer it right now. Some people ask me, how much do you spend on food each and every week? And right now, I'll show you the bill, if I can find it. Yeah. Right now, I have the bill right here. I paid 85 euros and 24 cents. So around 85 euros, 90 euros each week. Because this time I got a 5 euro discount, so that's nice. So around 90 to 100 euros each week on food. Eating 5,000 plus calories right now. So yeah. I'm okay with it. It's not too expensive. I would love to get it for cheaper, but yeah, it is what it is. I've got to eat, I've got to grow, so I've got to pay for food. And I really got the basic stuff because a lot of people get all the branded stuff and all the fancy shit. I just buy the store brand, and I really eat as basic as it gets. Main carb sources: rice, bread, sweet potato, oatmeal. Main protein sources: chicken, eggs, and red meat. And that's it, and whey protein. And then main fat sources: olive oil and cashew nuts. That's basically it. So yeah, not too fancy, but that's how I like it. Just plain and simple. I don't eat for taste, I always say. I just eat for function. But of course, another tip in this video: when you are bulking, it is important, and also when you're dieting, it's also important to like your diet. If you don't like your diet and you hate eating all the foods you eat, and your coach tells you you have to eat rice and chicken to build muscle, they're full of crap. You don't have to eat a certain food. Of course, some foods are better than others, but just eat what you like and what you can maintain for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. Because if you hate your diet after 2 weeks and you can't sustain it anymore, and you start eating different stuff, or you start skipping meals or whatever, the diet won't work whether you're gaining muscle or losing weight. So make sure you like to eat what you're eating. And if you need help with a meal plan, if you need help with coaching, just hit the link in my description box, or send me a DM on Instagram, and I would love to help you out. All right, let's put away all the food and then make meal number 4. Time for meal number 4, very basic meal. Normally this is my pre-workout meal, but today is rest day. But anyway, I still have to get my meals and calories in. So I'm just going to show you what it is. It's the famous cream of rice. Let me show you how to make it, because on Instagram I get daily questions on what is it and how do you make it, and so let me just show you. So it's cream of rice, cookies and cream flavor, the Trained by JP nutrition one. It's delicious. Let me show you how to make it. Just let me weigh my 100 grams of cream of rice. So about 3 scoops. Three big scoops. There we go. So it basically is some kind of rice powder. So very thin. It's like whey protein, the structure of whey protein, a little bit thicker, but that's what it is. You just add a little bit of boiling water, and then I'll show you a life hack. So, life hack. At first I was stirring my cream of rice and the water with a spoon. But then someone told me that I had to do it with a fork, because then you don't get like that crunchy stuff inside it. It just mixes up better. But then a girl in my gym gave me this whisker. Let me show you. Focus. Yeah, this whisker. And it's fucking legendary, because that whisker makes sure there are no crunchy things left inside it anymore. So it mixes perfectly, even better than with a fork. So, since the day that girl gave me this whisker, I'm using it every day to make my cream of rice, and it works perfectly. So, if you make cream of rice, try to mix it with a whisker, and you will see the difference. So, you know where you are. Thanks. And I love it. So 100 grams of cream of rice. I add some salt to it, and also add 40 grams of jam on top of it, and that's basically meal number 4. With this meal I'm also going to eat those 2 rice bars. Brown rice bar. It doesn't focus. Brown rice bar. I bought it when I went food shopping, because like I said, this morning I had a call with my coach, and we decided to up the calories with 300 from now on. So from 5.2 thousand calories to 5.5 thousand calories. But I always meal prep for a couple of days, and my meal prep for the rest of the weekend is already done. And I have to add some extra carbs to the meals that are already made. So what I could do is I could cook some extra rice and add it to the rice meals, because that's what I start doing next week. But today I just add those rice bars and a little bit of cashew nuts at night, because the increase we made is the 2 rice meals that are now 180 grams moved up to 200 grams per meal. And the cashew nuts at night went from 30 to 45 grams. So that is what I'm going to do this night, this evening. I'm going to add 15 grams of cashew nuts on top of the 30 grams I already have. But right now, I am going to eat those rice bars. They looked delicious, so I'm going to try them out and let you know how they are. So, all right, it's time to eat, and then it's time to leave again. So let's go.
It showed women and men.
Thank God. But I thought it was only half of us.
Lost an astounding amount of fat and weight. 17 pounds.
Now, I know there are many people in the
Okay, it's 7:15 p.m. right now. Time for meal number 5, and basically it's just the same as meal number 3. Rice, chicken, veggies, and that's basically it. Same amounts as well. I'm hungry, so that doesn't happen a lot. So I'm going to enjoy this meal. It's still in the microwave right now. Then after this one, I have one more pre-bed meal left, and I'll show you that before we go to sleep. Final meal of the day. It's 9:40 right now. I just showered. Now it's time for my last snack, my pre-bed meal, while I watch some Netflix. I'm watching McGregor Forever right now, so a documentary about Conor McGregor. Very interesting, very motivating, and I like to watch something useful when I watch some TV. Maybe sometimes I would watch some YouTube, some informational content. Sometimes I watch some motivational documentaries like the one from McGregor. So yeah, that's what I like doing to wind down before I go to sleep. My camera battery died, so I switched to my phone to finish off this video. I was saying that I'm going to stretch a little bit, I guess, after this meal, because I'm quite sore, and I know studies show that stretching doesn't take away soreness, doesn't improve soreness, but it feels good, it feels nice to be flexible, and it also relaxes me before I go to sleep. So that's what I'm going to do after my meal. But first, let me show you the meal. Last snack of the day. 3 slices of white bread, because white bread digests way easier than brown bread or whole grain bread. Then I got 150 grams of chicken, just one whole package, 1 apple, and then 45 grams of cashews. And on the side, I've got some fake crystal clear right there. And that's basically it. So that's my last little snack. I'm going to enjoy this one, wind down, and then go to sleep. And tomorrow is push day, so I can use this food. I can use my good night of sleep. And I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned something or took something out of it. I hope you liked it. And if you do, please leave me a like, maybe a comment, and follow me or subscribe to this channel for more videos coming soon. I'm going to try and upload a YouTube video each and every week. So yeah, thanks again for watching. Have a great night or a great morning or a great day, whatever, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye. All right, for those of you who are still watching, thank you very much. I know it has been a long video so far, but I wanted to give you a quick update on the supplement store we are building in DR Fitness in Meeuwen. The store is coming along nicely. Everything is painted. All the shelves have arrived, and last week me and Rob put together the shelves. So yeah, it's coming along nicely. The only thing left to do is decorate the whole place, clean the whole place, and then it's basically ready to go. And then of course, today is Sunday, the 22nd of October. Tomorrow we are going to order all the supplements and make the finishing touches on the store next week, so we can officially open the store next Saturday, the 28th of October. And then is also the first time we are organizing an event called Meat and Muscle. The Meat and Muscle night. This is a night for athletes, bodybuilders, and people who are into the gym and into improving themselves. And yeah, we're just going to train together, eat together, chat with each other, and share experiences. And of course, everybody can buy our supplements, buy our meals, and just have some snacks and shop. So I'm very excited for it. We worked hard on it, but it's almost finished. So when you have the chance, I hope to see you in Leeuwen in our shop one day. Thanks a lot for watching. That's the update. I'll show you the store when it's finished, of course. And yeah, thanks again. See you next time.